Hi Cancer, I'm Brenda and I'm here today to bring you your monthly angel tarot card messages for the month of May 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos on YouTube that I put out there every month. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, and every single card for every single day of the week cannot apply to every single person, but if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I welcome and invite you to go up there and press that button. And it will take you to my private website where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki session. Okay, Cancer, let's get on with our reading and our messages for the month of May. You have 4 weeks in the month of May and 3 cards for each week, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. So we start off with week 1 of May and the beginning of that week, and you have been given the 9 of Earth. Now, Earth cards are our, material cards, which deal with the material part of our lives, like a job, our jobs, careers, our professions, how we bring that currency in. But it can also have to do with our closest circle, which would be our family, and how we deal with situations and how that energy flows in our family. This is showing me that now some of you at the beginning of May will be feeling the benefits and the abundance of the little luxuries in life, enjoying the little luxuries in life that you've worked very, very hard for and achieved. I do see some of you will be spending time on your own. Perhaps some of you have gone off on your own and you're living solo now. Perhaps you're not in a relationship anymore. Perhaps you've decided that you want to partake in some circles and groups that are involved in yoga and meditation. Meditation, we can be sitting in a circle of, a lot of people, but we do take ourselves away. We do take ourselves alone and spend that time in silence. So you're going to be able to do those things as well. I see some of you. For some of you, they talk about self-employment. Please know that things are turning around now. This will be a successful time for those of you that have embarked on your own business and you're out there and you're going to reap the benefits of that now. This is going to be a good time for you. Month of May looks like it's going to be good, especially the first week for those that are self-employed. In the middle of the first week, you've been given another great card, and this is Cancer, the Chariot. Now, a lot of people look at the Chariot card, and of course, it can signify a trip, going on a vacation or traveling. And when this card comes up, it often refers to long travel, okay, riding on many different types of vehicles to get to places you want to go. Some of you may be taking a beautiful, major lifetime dream vacation. But it's also the card about success. And knowing that you've worked very hard to achieve where you are right now, and you've recently successfully balanced a challenging situation in your life, and you need to sit back now and look at that and say to yourself, wow, you know what, things are working out better for me. I'm glad I did that. This is a very good beginning of May for you because you got the 9 of Earth, which talked about abundance and things happening for the better. But the Chariot comes up and it confirms that. So please know that you need to pat yourself on the back because it was only through your own self-discipline and sheer willpower and that great leap of faith that you took that, you're now seeing the benefits of that come into play. Now, for some of you, I do see that, you may be moving forward with a promotion at your place of employment. For others, I see you may actually be given an award for something you've worked very, very hard for. And again, I see travel for others. At the end of the first week, you've been given another Earth card, and this is the Ace of Earth for the month of May, Cancer. And this card's been coming up too, and this is talking about an abundance, an inflow of abundance. Boy, this first week of May is so positive and great with the abundance coming into some of you Cancers in May. And I do see that there will be the inflow of abundance coming in, and also I do see that some of you may be getting into a new business venture. The Chariot talked about that. Promotion, an award, travel, moving forward on your path. So please know some of you will be will be given opportunities about this promising business venture. And I do see there will be important documents being signed and contracts that will have to do with that type of situation. Now we go on to the first of the second week of May, Cancer, and you've been given a fire card, and this is the 5 of fire. Now, fire cards have to do with self-development, our personal self-development, and often that means we have to take risks and go places we normally wouldn't go to get us there on our path. I do see someone's going to be coming in the beginning of the second week, and you may be called up on your platform to explain what's going on in your life, the changes in you, and maybe they need this explained to them, because sometimes they create some drama and put that karma around us because they're envious. They're a little bit jealous, and they want the same goals that you have. They may want that position that's been offered to you. So you're going to be given some bothersome details to have to handle. Please know that there will be some little conflicts with people around you, but know the reason behind this. It's because they have the same competing goals. In the middle of the second week, Cancer, you've been given another Earth card, and this is, my friend, the 2 of Earth. So this is telling me that there's an awful lot going on right now, and you need to make a decision. But before you make this decision, you need to, review all your options and see what's going on and what everybody else's integrity and morals are when it comes to making this decision. I do see that there's a lot of stuff going on coming in. A lot of this stuff that in information in this card is telling me it may have to do with where you're working for some of you. Now, when you make this decision, don't get all stressed out about it, okay? Just take a deep breath and smile about it and make it, because it's a decision that you've been procrastinating, and now you're going to finally make it, and you're going to go like, what was I worried about? Why didn't I do this a long time ago? I feel so much better. So don't be afraid of making that decision, okay? I realize there's an awful lot that's showing me coming on your plate right now for that second week. Now, again, it talked about those competing goals and, and people coming in and that conflict at the beginning of the week. And again, it's making that decision, okay? 8 of air for the last part of the second week for you, Cancer. And it's showing me that some of you are having difficulty right now with those around you and dealing with the situation. For some of you, I do see that there's some legal issues coming into play. And for others, I see it's just the people around you, the negative energy that they're bringing on into you and on your path. And you almost feel like you're trapped and you're lacking self-confidence. Please don't do that. They refer to this illusion. And it's an illusion of feeling trapped, okay? So this is all about you realizing that you can make this work out for the better. This is all about you knowing that you're okay with this situation, and stand up for your rights. These people that are coming in that second week, for some of you, that may be judging you and making you have to explain yourself and putting you up on your platform to defend yourself. Don't be afraid to take action, okay? You're worthy of that. So that's what this is about. This card signifies you standing up for yourself and knowing that you can move forward and take action and, regain your self-confidence. You're not trapped, okay? You can do this. Third week, Cancer, of May, the beginning of that third week, is the Page of Water. Whoops. Oh, I'm throwing my cards around. Excuse me while I pick that card up. And this is telling me that you're going to meet a new person. And this card's come up for another sign as well. And the person may be very youthful with either the way they look or the way they act. And, sometimes they throw that word in immature, but that's okay. They may be, just very youthful in their way of thinking, their thinking patterns. And also, or they may be a little bit younger than you. But please know that this new person that enters your life is going to create a relationship that starts a new phase in your life. Okay, so some of you may need to have this in your life. Some of you are going to meet someone, and they will be a little bit younger, but don't be afraid of that, because they're going to be good for you. I see some of you are tapping into your own psychic abilities. Some of you are leaning towards spiritualism more, and some of you are delving into that type of interest. So know that the universe and the divine are sending you out messages that you need to pay attention to, and that your psychic abilities and your own intuitive abilities are starting now to come into play stronger. In the middle of that third week, Cancer, you've been given the Empress, and the Empress is a major card. And this is all about, you now receiving the benefits of your hard work and efforts that you've been putting into a situation in your life. It could be your place of employment. It could be a relationship. It could be an organization. It could be studying that you've been taking with a course. But know that it shows that you're going to be getting rewards for that. And it's like this is like you've got the Midas touch. Everything's going to be nourished right now, and you're going to enjoy things around you more that you've worked hard for, and know that you deserve that. But this is a great card because it tells me that you're going to be able to give birth to those dreams now. The Empress is all about new birth. The Empress is all about nurturing, about being the ultimate mother, and this is about you knowing that you can nurture your dreams now to come into fruition, and nurturing yourself and nurturing others around you as well, and just being able to give birth to those dreams. This is an excellent card. It's all about, an excellent time for emotional and physical health for some of you too. At the end of that third week, you have been given a water card, and it is the 10 of water, the relationship card. And it shows me that some of you are actually in a really good place. Your home life is going to improve, your family life is rewarding, and things are working out. It's like your emotional and your material needs are being met. So that third week of May looks like it's going to be promising, with success coming in, with the completion of projects, successful completion of projects, with tests coming in that you're going to pass, with unexpected resources that are going to show up, and your emotional and your material needs are being met. So I do see, if some of you are in a relationship and you've been wondering about it, are they being honest to me? Are they being faithful to me? You need to know it is a trustworthy relationship. So, the beginning of the last week, the fourth week of May, Cancer, you've been given an air card, and this is the King of Air. And you've only had one of those, which is good. Some of these signs have had many of them, and that has to do with legal issues and being judged and having to make fair and just decisions and choices, and being called up on the platform to defend ourselves. This is telling me that you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to speak your mind because you're going to seek out professional advice. So some of you are either going to find a lawyer or someone who has experienced the same situation, where they're going to guide and groom you through this process, so that you will have the confidence to stand up and defend yourself, or speak your piece, or talk about the knowledge and the wisdom that you're trying to impart out into an audience. So please know that you need to be balanced mentally and emotionally if you're being called up on the platform to defend yourself about a situation. You need to be balanced. So do what you need to do, whether it's take yourself to meditation or to make sure you get all your homework done, so that you're able to do that and get up and defend yourself. Now, the middle of the last week, you've been given the Knight of Fire, and again, another self-development card. So this is telling me that this card's been coming up too. There's going to be an event or a situation coming in at that last week, in the middle of the last week or thereabouts in May, for you, Cancer, that you're going to have to deal with right away, ASAP, because time is of the essence. But the bottom line is, think things through carefully when this event shows up. Okay, so the last part of May, you're going to have an event, a situation come into play that's boing, all of a sudden it's there, and you're like, oh geez, okay, you can deal with it, okay, and you need to, don't walk away from it and procrastinate and shelf it. It has to be dealt with, but think through things through carefully when you do, because they show me that this situation is going to create you to be more passionate and more adventurous and more self-assured and more, you know, it's all those sensations you're going to feel. And of course, you're going to be restless too when it comes, but know that you can make this come to fruition. So think through things through carefully, but act on that situation. For some of you, it could be an interview. It could be a job that you've been wanting. It could be a position. It could be a promotion. It could be real estate you've invested in, or you've or invested your time in. It could be things like that. And all of a sudden now, wow, an opening's come up and you got to deal with it. In the middle of the last week of May, you've been given, oh, no, we're in the middle. That was the middle. So this is the last part. So this is your third card for the last part of May. And you've been given the Two of Water. So I want you to know that the water cards are relationship cards, and it shows me that there is a relationship some of you are in, and yes, it is a good relationship, and it can lead to being a romantic relationship. It's continuing to it's continuing to grow closer, and that's because it shows me there may have been some things spoken and said and done that created some hurt feelings. And now forgiveness is going to come into play, because the forgiveness is going to be the positive resolution to this conflict that's happened between you. So please know it could have to do with a romantic relationship or a family relationship that isn't romantic, that there have been words spoken and things done that were hurtful and offensive. So please know that you will either be accepting an apology or issuing one, and that's what's going to help this relationship grow closer. Okay, it's going to continue to grow closer. I wish you a great remainder to today, Cancer, and a wonderful, optimistic month of May to look forward to. So I'll see you again next month, and know that I continue to stand in that circle of light for you, Cancer.